your life. God's issue is when, watch this, we allow the pursuit of financial prosperity and worldly fame to supersede our pursuit of Him. This is why I have to take exception to some of the things infiltrating the hearts and the minds of a people who got to leave your wilderness of mediocrity and press forward to your place of promise, provision, and prosperity. As crazy as it sounds, it is not God's desire for you to rot in your personal wilderness. But it's not God's purpose for you to move to your place of promise while you still got a slave mentality and a distorted theology that think that you're responsible for the stuff you have. Because the problem with a lot of God's folks is that God has blessed you and you think you're the one responsible for the stuff you have, so you can't even give God praise or tell the Lord thank you when the Lord blessed you. But the problem that I have with a lot of church folks is, if there's anybody that ought to be bouncing off the rafters, it's folks here at Central, because God has been better to us than we've been to ourselves. And it would seem to me, Dr. Alex Price, that the more the Lord bless me, the more I ought to praise Him, because I know He's been better to me than I've been to myself. I think, Deacon Redmond, this is what drives or feeds the tainted side of hip-hop music and causes artists like Curtis Jackson, better known as 50 Cent, who grew up in Queens, New York, and started dealing drugs when he was 12. Now, I know last week I made a mistake. I meant to say Sean Carter. I know y'all tripping on that stuff. I got your Facebook post and all that stuff. I got the name right today. Curtis Jackson, better known as 50 Cent. Now 50 started dealing drugs when he was 12 because he was driven by this capitalistic, incessant need to have stuff. He did a short stint in prison because he was caught selling drugs. So he decided to become a rapper, and the album that put him on the map was Get Rich or Die Trying, with songs like In the Club. Now currently, 50 Cent has a song in high rotation on Clear Channel Station and Radio 1 station entitled Baby by Me, with the premise that if you have his baby, you can get rich. And guess what? Some silly girl is going to take him up on his crazy intent of trying to become prosperous while not realizing that all the women 50 Cent has had, you're going to definitely die trying while trying to get rich. It just goes to show what some of us will do trying to get a little money in our pocket. But if you do things God's way, you don't have to worry and go by 50 Cent trying to have a baby by him, and understand that all he is doing is using you, rather than understanding that if I'm in relationship with God, I don't necessarily have to have a baby for God. I just got to give myself to God and let God do